Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into global IT consulting and services.
Okay.
We're going to be exploring a company called Hagdos.
Hmm.
And let me tell you, their Wikipedia article paints a pretty fascinating picture.
Really?
They seem to have their hands in just about everything: AI, blockchain, the cloud, you name it.
Wow, that's quite a range.
So are they really a one-stop shop for all things tech, or are they maybe spreading themselves a little too thin?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
That's a great question, and it's one that I think a lot of companies are dealing with today,
Right.
especially as technology evolves at such a rapid pace.
Yeah,
It's very tempting to want to be everything to everyone,
right.
but is that really a sustainable approach?
Right. So the Wikipedia article starts by introducing Hagdos as a quote-unquote leader in innovative digital solutions for businesses worldwide. And what's interesting is that this company is relatively young. They were founded in 2020 by Rohit Karmkar Sharma. And according to the article, he had this vision of empowering businesses in the digital age.
Okay.
You have to admire that ambition,
Yeah.
especially starting a company during such a turbulent year.
Absolutely, starting a business is never easy,
No.
but launching in 2020 amidst a global pandemic.
Right.
Talk about resilience.
Yeah.
You really have to believe in your vision.
Yeah.
And it seems to have paid off for them.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
Speaking of vision, the range of services they offer is incredible.
Oh, wow.
We're talking AI and automation, IoT solutions, blockchain, cybersecurity. The list goes on and on. I mean,
Right.
how do they even manage to have expertise in all of these areas?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like
Sure.
walking into a restaurant and the menu is 10 pages long.
Right.
You kind of start to wonder, can they really excel at everything that they offer?
Yeah.
Some industry analysts might argue that specializing in a few key areas
Okay.
allows a company to develop much deeper expertise and provide more tailored solutions.
Yeah, I can see that. But the Wikipedia article also highlights how Hagdos emphasizes agile and DevOps methodologies in their application development and maintenance practices.
Okay.
So for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with these terms,
Right.
can you break down what they mean and why they matter in the context of Hagdos?
Of course, Agile and DevOps, they're like a dynamic duo.
Okay.
Agile is all about flexibility and collaboration.
Okay.
It's about breaking down projects into smaller, more manageable chunks and constantly adapting to feedback.
Mm-hmm.
DevOps takes it a step further,
Okay.
bridging the gap between development and operations teams
Okay.
to ensure smoother and faster software delivery.
So instead of working in silos, these teams are constantly communicating and collaborating.
Precisely. And this is particularly important for a company like Hagdos that offers such a diverse range of services.
Yeah.
They need to be able to quickly adapt to changing client needs and deliver solutions efficiently.
And it's not just about building new applications, is it? The article mentions that Hagdos also helps companies modernize their outdated systems.
Right.
That seems like a huge undertaking considering how many businesses are still reliant on legacy technology.
It is. Migrating to newer platforms,
Mhm.
especially cloud-based solutions,
Right.
that's a crucial part of what we call digital transformation.
Okay.
But it's not just about swapping out the old tech for the new.
Right.
It's about rethinking processes, retraining employees, and ensuring a seamless transition
Mm-hmm.
without disrupting core operations.
So Hagdos is kind of acting as a guide,
Yeah,
helping these companies navigate this complex journey of digital transformation.
exactly. And they're not stopping there. The Wikipedia article goes on to detail their data analytics and insight services, and this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
They offer a whole suite of services, including big data analytics, data warehousing, and even predictive analytics.
Predictive analytics. That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's becoming increasingly common in various industries.
Okay.
Imagine being able to anticipate customer behavior,
Mm-hmm.
optimize inventory levels, and even predict potential equipment failures before they happen.
Wow. That's incredibly powerful.
It is.
But all this data and analysis is great.
Yeah.
But how does Hagdos help companies actually integrate these insights into their core operations?
That's where their enterprise solutions come in.
Okay.
They offer a range of solutions, including ERP, CRM, and supply chain management.
Okay.
These are all acronyms, so let's unpack what they mean and why they matter.
Perfect.
Oh,
Let's start with ERP, which stands for Enterprise Resource Planning.
right.
What is that exactly?
Think of ERP as the central nervous system of a business.
Okay.
It's a suite of software applications that integrates and manages core processes,
Okay.
like finance, HR, manufacturing, and supply chain.
Okay, so it's about connecting all the different parts of a business and streamlining operations.
Exactly. And then we have CRM, which stands for Customer Relationship Management. This is all about managing interactions with customers,
Hmm.
tracking sales leads, providing personalized support, and ultimately building stronger customer relationships.
So it's like a supercharged address book that helps companies understand their customers better.
That's a good analogy. It goes way beyond just storing contact information.
Okay.
A good CRM system helps companies analyze customer data to identify trends,
Okay.
personalize marketing campaigns, and ultimately increase customer satisfaction and loyalty.
And then we have supply chain management,
Mhm.
which, as the name suggests, is about managing the flow of goods and services from suppliers to customers.
Right. It's about optimizing every step of the process from sourcing raw materials to delivering finished products,
Hmm.
ensuring efficiency, minimizing costs, and ultimately satisfying customer demands.
So with these enterprise solutions, Hagdos is helping companies not only analyze data, but also use it to improve their core operations and make smarter business decisions.
Precisely. They're providing the tools and expertise to help businesses harness the power of data and transform it into actionable insights.
Okay, ready for the next layer of this deep dive.
Let's do it.
The Wikipedia article then moves into engineering services, and this is where we see Hagdos really pushing the boundaries of what's possible with technology.
Oh, wow.
They mention product engineering, IoT engineering, and even something called digital twins.
Digital twins are particularly fascinating.
Okay.
Imagine creating a virtual replica of a physical asset, like a piece of equipment, a building, or even an entire city.
Wow.
By collecting real-time data from sensors and other sources,
Mm-hmm.
these digital twins can be used to monitor performance,
Mm.
simulate different scenarios, and optimize operations in a way that was never before possible.
So it's like having X-ray vision into how things are working and being able to predict potential problems before they even happen.
You got it. And the applications are vast.
Okay.
In manufacturing, digital twins can optimize production lines, predict maintenance needs, and even test new product designs virtually. In healthcare, they can simulate the effects of new treatments or drugs,
Wow.
leading to more personalized and effective care.
This is incredible. It sounds like these engineering services are really pushing the boundaries of what's possible with technology.
Absolutely.
But I'm curious, with such a diverse range of services, is there a risk that Hagdos is spreading itself too thin?
That's a valid concern, and it's one that we'll continue to explore as we delve deeper into Hagdos's operations.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that many companies wrestle with, outsourcing services.
Okay.
The article mentions that Hagdos provides both IT outsourcing and business process outsourcing, or BPO.
Right.
Can you explain why a company would choose to outsource these functions and what the potential benefits and risks might be?
Outsourcing can be a strategic move for businesses looking to streamline operations, reduce costs, and access specialized expertise that they might not have in-house.
Sure.
For example, a company might outsource its IT support to focus on its core competencies like product development or marketing.
So it's about freeing up resources and focusing on what you do best.
Exactly.
But I can also see how handing over control of critical functions to an external provider could be risky.
Absolutely. There are potential downsides to consider.
Like what?
Well, loss of control is a key concern.
Mm-hmm.
When you outsource a function,
Right.
you're relying on another company to deliver on its promises.
Right. You're essentially putting your trust in their expertise and reliability.
Exactly.
And what about communication challenges? I imagine that could be a hurdle, especially if the outsourcing provider is located in a different country.
You're right. Clear communication and a strong understanding of cultural differences are crucial for successful outsourcing partnerships.
Yeah.
Thorough due diligence and clear contracts are essential to mitigate those risks.
Okay, so outsourcing can be a valuable strategy, but it's not without its challenges.
It's all about weighing the potential benefits against the risks
Yeah.
and making sure it aligns with your overall business strategy.
Now, switching gears once again, let's talk about something that's becoming increasingly important for businesses of all sizes, sustainability.
Yes.
It's great to see that Hagdos has a whole section dedicated to sustainability and innovation.
It is. And it's not just lip service. They're walking the talk,
Okay.
committing to reducing their carbon footprint
Yeah.
and promoting eco-friendly business practices.
They even offer something called sustainability consulting.
They do.
So are they helping other businesses become more sustainable as well?
They are. Sustainability consulting involves helping businesses assess their environmental impact
Okay.
and develop strategies to reduce their footprint.
Hmm.
This could include things like implementing energy-efficient measures,
Okay.
reducing waste sourcing sustainable materials, and even offsetting their carbon emissions.
So it's like a holistic approach to sustainability,
Yeah,
helping companies embed environmentally responsible practices into every aspect of their operations?
precisely. And it's not just about doing the right thing. It's also becoming increasingly important from a business perspective.
Right.
Consumers are demanding sustainable products and services,
Yeah.
and investors are prioritizing companies with strong ESG, environmental, social, and governance
Mm.
performance.
It makes sense. Sustainability is no longer a nice to have. It's a must have for businesses that want to thrive in the long term.
Absolutely. And it's encouraging to see a company like Hagdos taking a leadership role in this space.
Now, besides consulting, the article also mentions that they have these innovation hubs dedicated to sustainability. What are
Yes.
those all about?
These hubs are like incubators for sustainable solutions.
Okay.
They bring together clients, industry experts, and researchers to brainstorm and develop innovative technologies and strategies that address environmental challenges.
So it's a collaborative space where they're not just talking about sustainability, but actually working together to create real-world solutions.
Exactly. They're fostering a culture of innovation around sustainability,
Hmm.
which is essential for driving meaningful change.
I'm curious about Hagdos's global reach. The article mentions that they're headquartered in India, but have expanded their footprint across the globe, serving clients in North America, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia.
Wow.
What are some of the challenges and opportunities that come with operating a global IT services company?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Operating globally opens up a world of opportunities.
Okay.
Imagine having access to a much larger talent pool, being able to tap into diverse perspectives and skill sets from around the world.
Right. You can build teams with the best and the brightest, regardless of location.
Exactly. And you can also tap into new markets and reach a wider customer base.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, there are challenges too.
Yeah, I imagine things like time zones, language barriers, and cultural differences could make coordination and communication more complex.
Absolutely. Managing teams across different time zones requires careful planning and effective communication strategies.
Right.
And then there are cultural nuances to navigate,
Yeah.
ensuring that teams from different backgrounds can work together effectively and respectfully.
So building a strong company culture that embraces diversity and inclusivity is even more important for a global company like Hagdos.
You hit the nail on the head. Creating a sense of belonging where everyone feels valued and respected, regardless of their background,
Right.
is crucial for fostering a cohesive and productive global workforce.
Now, speaking of leadership, the Wikipedia article has a section on the CEO, Sharma, and his vision for the company.
What?
It sounds like he's been instrumental in driving the company's growth and success.
Leadership is crucial, especially in a fast-paced, ever-evolving industry like IT.
Right.
A strong leader sets the tone, inspires the team, and makes sure everyone is rowing in the same direction.
And it seems like Mr. Karmkar Sharma is doing just that.
Yeah.
The article highlights Hagdos's corporate culture, emphasizing teamwork, flexibility, and innovation.
Okay.
They've even adopted hybrid work models, which seems pretty progressive.
It is. Workplace culture is becoming increasingly important,
Yeah.
especially for attracting and retaining top talent.
Like-
The traditional 9-to-5 office job is becoming less and less appealing,
Yeah.
especially for younger generations who value flexibility and work-life balance.
So it sounds like Hagdos is not just keeping up with the times, but actually ahead of the curve when it comes to workplace culture.
They seem to be. And it's a smart move.
Mm-hmm.
Happy employees are productive employees.
Yeah.
And creating a supportive and inclusive work environment can lead to greater innovation and success.
Okay, ready for the final stretch of our deep dive into Hagdos?
Let's go.
The article wraps up by highlighting their partnerships and collaborations, awards and recognition,
Yeah.
and philanthropy and CSR.
Great.
First up, partnerships. It seems like Hagdos has teamed up with a lot of leading technology providers and industry experts.
They have.
Why is that so important in the tech world?
Partnerships are crucial because no single company can be an expert in everything.
Right.
By collaborating with other companies, Hagdos can offer a more comprehensive suite of solutions and stay ahead of the curve in terms of technological advancements.
Mm-hmm.
It's a win-win for both Hagdos and their clients.
Makes sense. And it looks like their hard work has paid off because they've received a number of industry awards for their work.
Yeah, awards and recognition provide external validation of a company's capabilities and achievements.
Right.
It's a signal to potential clients that they're working with a reputable and high-performing company.
And finally, philanthropy and CSR.
Yeah,
It's great to see that Hagdos is actively engaged in initiatives focused on education, technology access, and environmental sustainability.
it is. Corporate social responsibility is becoming increasingly important
Yeah,
as consumers and investors demand that businesses do more than just make a profit.
right.
They want to see companies giving back to the community and making a positive impact on the world.
So it's not just about the bottom line anymore.
Right.
It's about making a difference.
Exactly. And it's encouraging to see companies like Hagdos embracing that philosophy.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive into Hagdos.
We have.
From their wide range of services to their global reach and commitment to sustainability, they seem to be a company that's really making waves in the IT world.
They are. But as we discussed, offering such a broad range of services can come with its own set of challenges.
Right.
Are they spreading themselves too thin? Or are they truly able to excel across all these different areas?
That's the question we'll continue to explore in the next part of our deep dive.
Sounds good. So far, we've seen that Hagdos covers an impressive breadth of IT services, but you might be wondering how this translates into their actual work with clients.
That's a great point. We've talked about their impressive menu of services, but
Right.
what does a Hagdos project actually look like in the real world?
Well, you can think of Hagdos as a bit like a chameleon.
Okay.
They adapt their approach based on the specific needs of each client. For some, it might be a full-scale digital transformation, migrating their entire IT infrastructure to the cloud.
That sounds like a massive undertaking.
It can be. But Hagdos has the expertise to manage these complex projects,
Okay.
from assessing the client's current systems to designing and implementing new solutions and providing ongoing support.
So they're not just tech providers, they're also strategic advisors,
Right.
helping companies navigate the complexities of the digital world.
Precisely. And for other clients, it might be a more targeted project,
Right.
like developing a mobile app, implementing a CRM system, or building a digital twin of a critical asset.
Okay, so it's really a tailored approach
Yeah.
depending on the client's specific needs and goals.
Exactly. And this flexibility is one of Hagdos's key strengths.
Okay.
They're not trying to force a one-size-fits-all solution on everyone.
Right.
They listen to their clients, understand their challenges, and then develop a custom strategy to help them achieve their objectives.
Now, you mentioned earlier that some analysts question whether a company can truly excel at everything. Is there a risk that Hagdos's broad approach could lead to a lack of depth in certain areas?
That's a valid concern, and it's something potential clients should definitely consider.
Okay.
While Hagdos may have a team of experts in various fields,
Right.
it's possible that their expertise might be more concentrated in certain areas than others.
So it's essential to do your due diligence,
Yeah.
just as you would with any other service provider, to
But-
ensure that they have the specific expertise you need for your project.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to ask tough questions about their experience in your specific industry or with the particular technologies you're looking to implement.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about the future.
Okay.
The world of technology is constantly evolving, and what's cutting edge today might be obsolete tomorrow.
Right.
How is Hagdos positioned to adapt and thrive in this ever-changing landscape?
That's a key question, and one that I'm sure Mr. Kamkar Sharma and his team are constantly grappling with.
Yeah.
One thing that stands out from the Wikipedia article is their commitment to innovation.
Yes, they mention these innovation hubs, where they're experimenting with new technologies and developing solutions for the future.
Exactly. These hubs aren't just about keeping up with the latest trends.
Okay.
They're about actively shaping the future of technology. And this forward-thinking approach is essential for any company that wants to remain competitive in the long term.
So while Hagdos may currently offer a broad range of services, they're not resting on their laurels.
Nope.
They're actively exploring new frontiers and investing in research and development to ensure they remain at the forefront of the industry.
Precisely. And this focus on innovation could give them a significant advantage in the years to come.
Okay.
As new technologies emerge, they'll be well-positioned to adapt and offer cutting-edge solutions to their clients.
Now, I'm curious about your perspective on some of the broader trends shaping the IT landscape.
Okay.
What are some of the key challenges and opportunities that you see for companies like Hagdos in the future?
One of the biggest challenges, I think, is going to be talent acquisition and retention. The tech industry is facing a global skills shortage,
Right.
and competition for top talent is fierce.
So attracting and retaining the best and the brightest minds will be crucial for companies like Hagdos to maintain their competitive edge.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And it's not just about offering competitive salaries and benefits.
Yeah. Right.
It's about creating a work environment that fosters learning, growth, and innovation.
Yes, that emphasis on company culture that we talked about earlier is going to be even more important in the future.
It is. Companies that can create a positive and supportive work environment where employees feel valued and empowered to do their best work
Right.
will have a significant advantage in attracting and retaining top talent.
Now, what about opportunities?
Sure.
What are some of the areas where you see the most potential for growth and innovation in the IT services industry?
Well, one area that I'm particularly excited about is the intersection of AI and other emerging technologies.
Okay.
We're already seeing incredible advancements in areas like machine learning, natural language processing, and computer vision.
Yes, and these technologies are starting to transform industries from healthcare and finance to manufacturing and transportation.
Exactly. But when you combine AI with other cutting-edge technologies like blockchain, the Internet of Things, IoT, and even quantum computing,
Right.
the possibilities become truly mind-boggling.
It sounds like we're on the verge of a technological revolution.
We very well could be. And companies like Hagdos, with their diverse portfolio of services and their commitment to innovation,
Hmm.
are poised to play a major role in shaping this new landscape.
Now, earlier in our deep dive, we talked about Hagdos's commitment to sustainability.
Right.
Do you think this focus on environmental and social responsibility will become even more important for IT companies in the future?
I absolutely do. Sustainability is no longer just a buzzword. It's
Okay.
becoming a core value for businesses across all industries.
Hmm.
And IT is no exception.
Right.
Consumers are demanding that the products and services they use are produced and delivered in an environmentally and socially responsible way.
And investors are increasingly scrutinizing companies' ESG performance before making investment decisions.
Exactly. So companies that ignore sustainability do so at their peril.
Yeah.
But for those that embrace it, there's a real opportunity to differentiate themselves, attract top talent, and gain a competitive advantage.
And it seems like Hagdos is ahead of the curve in this regard with their sustainability consulting services and their innovation hubs focused on developing sustainable solutions.
They are. And I think this focus on sustainability will become even more important in the years to come
Yeah.
as the world grapples with climate change and other pressing social and environmental challenges.
Right.
The tech industry has a responsibility to be part of the solution.
Now, one final question before we wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Okay.
We've talked a lot about Hagdos's strengths and their potential for future growth,
Hmm.
but are there any potential weaknesses or challenges that you think we should consider?
That's a great question. It's important to remember that no company is perfect, and Hagdos is no exception. One potential challenge they might face is maintaining consistent quality across such a broad range of services.
Right. As they continue to grow and expand into new areas,
Yeah.
it will be essential for them to ensure that they don't compromise quality for quantity.
Exactly. They need to
Mm.
make sure they have the right processes and systems in place
Right.
to manage this growth effectively and maintain the high standards they've set for themselves.
And what about competition?
Sure.
The IT services industry is incredibly competitive with new players emerging all the time.
It is.
How can Hagdos stay ahead of the pack?
You're right. The competition is fierce.
Yeah.
To stay ahead,
Yeah.
Hagdos will need to continue to innovate,
Okay.
differentiate their services, and build strong relationships with their clients.
So it's not enough to just offer a wide range of services.
Right.
They need to provide real value, solve complex problems, and build trust with their clients.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
And they need to constantly adapt to the changing needs of the market and anticipate future trends.
Well, it seems like Hagdos has a lot on their plate, but they also have a lot of potential.
They do.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how they continue to evolve and innovate in the years to come.
Now, in this part of our deep dive, we've explored Hagdos's real-world impact, their potential for future growth, and the challenges and opportunities they face in a rapidly changing industry.
Right.
But there's one more crucial aspect we need to consider. So in our deep dive into Hagdos, we've covered a lot so far.
Yeah, we have.
Their services, their global reach, their commitment to sustainability, and their potential for future growth.
Mm-hmm.
But, something's been kind of nagging at me.
Oh, really?
What's that?
We've talked about the technology, the strategies, but what of the who?
Okay.
What are the people behind all of this?
The human element.
Exactly. The Wikipedia article touches on this a bit in their corporate culture section, but I'd love to get your insights on what it actually takes to build a thriving company culture
Okay.
in a fast-paced industry like IT,
Yeah.
especially one as diverse as Hagdos. it's definitely a challenge.
Yeah.
You need to create an environment where people from all sorts of backgrounds feel valued,
Right.
where they can learn and grow, and where their contributions are recognized.
So it's not just about having ping pong tables and free snacks in the break room.
Definitely not.
Right.
While perks are nice,
Yeah.
they're not a substitute for a genuine sense of purpose and belonging.
Right.
Employees, especially in the tech world, want to feel like their work matters, that they're
Mhm.
making a difference.
And how does a company like Hagdos, with its global footprint and wide range of services,
Right.
foster that sense of shared purpose?
Communication is key. Keeping everyone connected, informed, and aligned with the company's mission,
Right.
even
Okay.
across different time zones and cultures, is absolutely crucial.
Yeah.
It's also about empowering employees,
Okay.
giving them the autonomy to make decisions and take ownership of their work.
So creating a culture of trust and collaboration rather than micromanagement.
Exactly. And it's important to celebrate successes both big and small. Recognizing individual and team achievements helps reinforce that sense of purpose and encourages continued excellence.
Now, the Wikipedia article mentions that Hagdos has adopted hybrid work models.
Okay.
Do you think this flexibility is becoming essential for attracting and retaining top talent in the tech industry?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The traditional 9-to-5 office job is becoming increasingly outdated,
Yeah.
especially for a generation that's grown up with technology at their fingertips.
Right.
People want flexibility. They want work-life balance.
Yeah.
And they want to feel trusted to manage their own time.
So companies that offer this flexibility have a significant advantage in today's competitive job market.
Without a doubt. And it's not just about attracting talent, it's also about retaining it.
Right.
By offering a supportive and flexible work environment, companies can reduce employee burnout and increase loyalty.
And speaking of support,
Yeah.
how does a company like Hagdos foster a culture of learning and growth for its employees, especially given the rapid pace of technological change?
Continuous learning is essential in the tech world.
Right.
Companies need to invest in training and development programs to keep their employees' skills sharp and up to date with the latest advancements.
So it's not just about hiring people with the right skills, it's about continuously investing in their growth.
Exactly. And it's not just about formal training programs.
Okay.
It's about creating a culture of mentorship
Okay.
where experienced employees share their knowledge with newer team members. It's about fostering a learning mindset
Okay.
where everyone is encouraged to experiment, take risks, and learn from their mistakes.
So creating a learning ecosystem within the company
Yeah.
where knowledge is shared freely and everyone is encouraged to grow.
Precisely. And this type of environment not only benefits employees,
Right.
it also benefits the company as a whole,
Okay.
as it fosters innovation and helps the company stay ahead of the curve.
Now, we've talked about the internal culture at Hagdos.
Right.
But I'm also curious about their external impact.
Okay.
We already touched on their commitment to sustainability,
Yeah.
but the Wikipedia article also highlights their philanthropy and CSR initiatives.
Yes. They seem to be actively engaged in giving back to the community and addressing broader social challenges.
The article mentions a focus on education, technology access, and environmental sustainability.
It's encouraging to see a tech company using its resources and expertise to make a positive difference in these areas.
Yeah.
It goes beyond just writing a check. They're actively involved in developing programs and initiatives that empower communities and create lasting impact.
So it's about aligning their corporate values with their actions
Yeah.
and demonstrating that they're not just focused on profits,
Right.
but on making a positive contribution to society.
Precisely. And this commitment to corporate social responsibilities is becoming increasingly important for businesses,
Right.
especially those operating in the tech sector,
Yeah.
which often faces scrutiny for its impact on society.
Consumers are more discerning than ever.
And want to support companies that share their values. And investors are increasingly considering ESG factors when making investment decisions.
Exactly. So for companies like Hagdos, embracing corporate social responsibility is not just the right thing to do,
Right.
it's also a smart business strategy.
Well, we've reached the end of our deep dive into Hagdos, and I have to say, I'm impressed.
Me too.
They're a company that's not just embracing the latest technologies, but also thinking deeply about their impact on their employees, their communities, and the world.
I agree. They're a fascinating case study in how a tech company can operate ethically and sustainably while also driving innovation and achieving significant growth.
Now, before we sign off, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
As we've seen, Hagdos is a company that's constantly pushing boundaries and challenging the status quo. But the key takeaway for me is that their success is not just about the technology they offer.
Right.
It's about the people they empower, the culture they foster, and the values they embrace. Well said. It's a reminder that in the ever-evolving world of tech,
Yeah.
the human element remains the most important factor.
So as you continue to navigate the digital landscape, keep an eye out for companies like Hagdos
Okay.
that are not just building the future, but building it responsibly and with a deep understanding of their impact on the world.
And remember, the future of technology is not predetermined.
Right.
It's shaped by the choices we make today.
Yeah.
So ask questions, challenge assumptions, and demand that the technology we create serves humanity,
Right.
not the other way around.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Hagdos.
That was my pleasure.
We hope you found it insightful and inspiring. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.